Pet Helpers is in the building with a furry friend, a special story that will warm your heart, and I mean it's going to warm your heart. We welcome Kim Olmstead along with Dr. Samantha Nelson from the Charleston Veterinary Referral Center, and Henry, who has got the most gorgeous face to him. He's just loving life in itself. And one of the big reasons is why Henry is loving life so much is that he's had a pretty hard life, but he's kind of getting it made now.
Oh yeah, he's struck the doggy lottery, so to speak. So Henry came from a hoarding situation about 6 months, 8 months now back, and he was part of it was a true blue hoarding story where tons of animals were in a house, and there happened to be something wrong with every single one, but Henry specifically, we think, was hit by a car, and it was never taken to the vet afterwards for healing. And so there was significant damage with his leg, and so when they were brought to Pet Helpers, there was a certain number of animals that were brought from this hoarding case, and we were able to find Allison, who was an amazing foster and really took the reins of fostering sweet Henry. Noticed a few things going on.
Sure.
And so
there were obvious things that were going on.
Absolutely. And that's when Charleston Veterinary Referral Center entered the picture, and we are so grateful to have a corporate partnership with them that they were able to really come to our rescue and Henry's rescue pretty quickly. So Dr. Nelson can talk all about the stages of what you did with Henry.
Yeah. He actually came to see us a couple times. Initially, right after he was first rescued is when it was kind of for that initial evaluation to see exactly what was going on. And we did x-rays, had the other surgeon, Dr. Ah, and our neurologist, Dr. Crook, look at him because he had numerous pelvic fractures. This back left leg wasn't functional at that time. It had sustained pretty bad nerve damage and just was,
it had an incontinence problem as well?
Yeah, from the
Henry,
fractures.
life was rough, life was really rough.
Yeah.
Gracious.
But amazingly, with all that, he was actually getting around quite well, getting around well, and his fosters were wonderful in dealing with his incontinence issues too, which is great, because a lot of owners can't do that, but they were wonderful. And at that time, he was getting around so well, and his owners were happy to have him that way, which is great. But then it was a few months later, he came back in through the emergency service, and we have a 24-hour emergency staffed with emergency doctors, and he had because he couldn't feel his paw anymore, he had opened up, he kind of self-mutilated his paw, and his toes were open, and pretty bad situation. And after getting
gangrene set in, so to speak? Can that happen with the dogs?
It can, but luckily with appropriate wound management and such, even with bad wounds, we can deal with that. And if Henry had a functional leg, we probably could have, we would have managed those wounds, but the leg wasn't doing anything for him, and also with the kind of the long-term wound management, decided that the best thing for him was to amputate his leg. And
he gets around so well now.
I know he does. He doesn't even know, and that's what as veterinarians we kind of somewhat jokingly, but somewhat seriously, call dogs and cats three-legged animals with a leg to spare, because they do so well on three legs. And looking at him, you wouldn't even know.
He's got the most precious face. So the foster parents now have actually adopted Henry.
Yeah.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
Tell us, this is the couple right here, and I think, matter of fact, they're right here in the studio with us today. At the Charleston Veterinary Referral Center, what is what you folks encompass there?
So mostly we're advanced specialty care. So we don't do vaccines and general wellness exams, but whenever pets need emergent care or, like I said, advanced care, either with internal medicine, surgery, neurology, oncology, or cancer care, we have a cardiologist. So pretty much everything.
You've got quite a staff there.
We do.
That is fantastic. Where are you folks located? We got just a couple more seconds. We'll let folks know about that.
We're located in West Ashley, off of Glen McConnell, actually right next door to Zaxby's. And
Honest Care.
Honest Care Auto. Yeah, right before Beast Ferry.
Yeah. Fantastic. And Henry is sort of your poster child there.
He is, yeah.
Doing such a good job.
Yes.
He literally is a beautiful dog. How old is Henry right now?
We think he's about 7.
About 7, okay.
And this is always such an awesome story for fosters and pet helpers, and kind of taking it through how it is to do a foster fail, and we're always looking for them, and we really thank our fosters out there. We're in desperate need of them right now with our kitten season upon us, and Charleston Veterinary Referral Center you know, doesn't do the vaccines and sterilizations, but that's what we do, and then we send the specialty cases to them. So
Absolutely.
it's
Dr.
a great
Nelson,
partnership.
thank you for joining us.
Yeah,
Kim, thank you for bringing
Thanks so
this
much.
and for our adopted family with Henry, thank you. He's looking up his, I want to go home now. Okay, Chad's up with the final forecast in just a moment. Stay with us.